Hey besties, it's Nat back again with another Animal Crossing speed build on my New England themed island Nautilus. Okay, today is a very special video for you all. I'm wearing beige in honor of my bestie Maddie. Today we are building her the private island that she deserves, okay? This build is heavily inspired by Diana Daisies, who's a huge inspiration to me. Shout out to her. And also shout out to Isle of Noyo, who I follow on Instagram actually, who is the person who inspired Diana to make her video. Now, maybe like a month back, I think, Diana did this incredible build on her channel. You should check out where she made a private island for Joey. So cute. Using her west. I know the cardinal directions. Using her west-facing river, and I have a west-facing river, so I'm like, this would be a perfect time to make Maddie an incredible beach house. So I already moved her house over here, so we're starting off on a good foot. The sad part is I will have to say goodbye to my incredible field of fully grown weeds. I am so sad about this. I've had this field of weeds for so long. Where's the crying emote? I should really have that out, shouldn't I? There we go. I'm so sad about this. I've had this field of weeds for over a year now, and they just grew naturally, and I was like, it's so cute how they're next to the beach. Luckily, though, we have the wheat field object to make it look sort of like the grass that grows in a sand dune. So that's what we're going to be doing today. It's going to be a lot of demolition, a lot of construction, a lot of waterscaping, a lot of terraforming, and it's honestly going to be a chill vibe. So, get yourself a snack, get yourself something to drink, get some water, and enjoy the build. Okay, besties, it's voiceover Nat here to let you know that this build is mostly me putting a bunch of water around. I wouldn't even want to call it waterscaping because I feel like that's too generous of a word to describe the activity that it is. After doing the build, I now understand why Diana decided to make it a bite-sized build video, because it is just waterscaping, besties. So when I said get a snack, I really meant it. Like, this is going to be more of a podcast than anything else, and I have some things lined up to entertain you while I do this incredibly monotonous task. But to be honest, I'm glad that I did this build because it provided a lot of clarity for me about how I want to decorate other parts of my island. And I'll get into that slightly more later into the build when it becomes more relevant to what's going on screen. But specifically my campsite area, I have a lot of ideas for it now that I've done this part of my island. So I'm glad that I did it. It was sort of like doing a chore. It's like, I know I have to do this part of the island next because of how much space it's going to take up. And now that I have done it, I know exactly how much space I have to do other things. I have an idea of how far the water extends, so I know the water is going to be a part of this area or that area. And I dug up a gyroid and it was fantastic. I haven't actually looked at him yet. I'll probably look at him later. I like to, as soon as I dig them up, normally I would put them on the ground and see what they're up to, or what sounds they make, what they look like. But I was just so I have to do this build right now. I just have to get it done, that I just didn't do it this time. So I'll check on him later. But I knocked down so many trees. It was honestly kind of cathartic because I haven't knocked down trees in a while on my island. And so knocking a bunch of them down all at once was wow, I am cleaning up. Okay, besties? This is getting cleaned up. And the computer fan is back. She is here to stay. Okay. I am going to mention this probably in my other videos that I do this coming week, but I am pre-recording right now for winter break. I'm traveling to go see my family. And to be honest, besties, I don't particularly feel like taking my recording software with me and doing work while I'm trying to spend time with my loved ones. So that is why I'm pre-recording. So the next couple of videos that you see over winter break will be me from the past. So I don't know if some event happens, or I don't know if I seem like I recorded these all at once, it's because I did record these all at once. And did I procrastinate on pre-recording them? Absolutely. You bet I did. But I am posting this normally, and then I have at least 2 stream VODs that I'm turning into speed builds. At least 2. Oh wow, look at me. I haven't popped a balloon in a video forever. This video is actually very frustrating to make because it got to a point where there were balloons that were passing over the huge water section and I couldn't pop them. And I'll try to cut those out to alleviate the pain that any of you feel when you can't pop a balloon. I certainly felt it when I was building this. But yes, I will be pre-recording at least 2 of the videos going up in the next 2 weeks will be stream VODs turned into videos. And I'm excited for those just because that means that more of you guys will get to see the builds that I did on stream, and also because I get to do a new commentary and like say something new that I wasn't me rambling to myself in real time on stream. So that's exciting. Frankly, it's much more exciting than what's going on here, which is just me digging a big pond. It gets to a point where like I'm trying to finesse like how wide does it need to be. So I destroy a bunch of cliffs, I knock down a bunch of trees, I pick up a bunch of stuff, I put them in my storage. Then I dig the pond, I dig the river, and then I check from Maddie's house, can you see the cliff's edge? If you can, have to go back, destroy more cliff, pick up more stuff, destroy more trees. It's a process, okay? It's a process. Also, you can see on the right over there my lake, which actually was a speed build that I had filmed literally like a year ago before I took a hiatus from making videos and then came back. And by filmed it, I mean I started filming it and I got so frustrated with it that I just stopped and never finished it. And I do hate it, I do resent it immensely. But it's gone now. I'm getting rid of it and I'm free. So that's fantastic. Love that for me. Great. It's what I deserve. Speaking of what I deserve, be jealous of all of my Lily of the Valleys. I got those all myself. I did not get them from anyone else. I have had a 5-star island many times over the course of the last year and a half, almost 2 years. And I've collected many Lily of the Valleys and I'm quite proud of them. I just paused doing the voiceover for a minute to let my computer fan relax a little bit. She was going a little crazy and taking away the spotlight from me, and I don't appreciate that. So we had to give her, you know, she had to chill. She had to chill. Literally, she had to chill. She's a fan. But yes, things that I wanted to do while you enjoy this beautiful content of me knocking down a cliff. Several things. The first thing, once again, shout outs to Diana. Quick story. I rewatched the video that she made because I watched it when it came out, but the video that she made that linked in the card where she built her island for Joey. And at the beginning of the video, she mentions her 30,000 subscribers goal that she met at the time. Now she's up to 40K. Look at that. But she mentioned that and how she was doing a giveaway for the DLC, which had recently been announced and was about to drop. And funny story, besties, that giveaway is the reason that I have the DLC. I was on Twitch watching her stream and I was there for the giveaway, and here comes another balloon. I won the DLC on the giveaway, and at the time, actually, I did not have enough money to get it when it launched, and because of that giveaway, I was able to play it on launch and start making videos, and that is part of the reason that my channel is where it is today. And not only that, but I was also able to save enough money to get the DLC for one of my friends later on because of that. So not only do I get to play it, my friend gets to play it, but I also get to make videos of me playing it for all of you guys because of that giveaway. So shout outs to Diana. I literally would not be able, I would not have the, you know, I'm sure I would have gotten the DLC eventually, but I definitely would not have gotten my channel to where it is right now without the kindness of Diana and her lovely, lovely mods. So yeah, that's shout outs to her for that. And speaking of shout outs, I mentioned this on stream a couple of times, but I wanted to do like a Black femmes who play Animal Crossing shout out tradition in my videos / streams. Just like to I don't know. I don't have a ton of subscribers, but I have more than a lot of people, and I'm very blessed to have that audience. So, you know, might as well, you know, spread the love a little bit. Go follow some Black femmes who play Animal Crossing. I think today I am going to shout out someone who I shouted out on stream previously, Alexia of Toradora. If you have seen a hilarious Animal Crossing parody video or like a music video or anything like that, chances are she made it. She is so funny and her videos have such great editing and she has like the best sense of humor. I just absolutely, if you want Animal Crossing content that's gonna make you laugh, make you smile, go follow her. I'll put her Instagram in the description. Everyone will be linked, okay, besties? You gotta make sure everybody's taken care of. What's that thing that Khadijah says in her videos? Gotta make sure the crew is taken care of. That's it. That's the one. But yes, that was my first order of business, was shouting out people who I wanted to shout out in this video. My second order of business has to do with y'all, because y'all be in my comments saying some very hilarious things. This is not a formal Q&A or anything, but I'm just gonna read you guys some comments that made me laugh while we're almost done with this godforsaken lake, which took so long. This first one is actually a recent comment from my Kiki's Delivery Service bakery video. Were you a theater kid? In parentheses, in a nice way. That's the funniest thing I've ever read in my life. Please leave 4 comments like that. That made my whole day. As opposed to, were you a theater kid, in parentheses, derogatory. I also got 2 comments, both on the Melba video, from different people. One saying I sound like Billie Eilish, and one saying I sound like Madison Beer. Now, Billie Eilish I can sort of understand, because she has a deep voice, I have a deep voice. I was a theater kid, derogatory, and I liked to sing. She also was in choir. So, you know, that makes sense to me. I don't know what Madison Beer sounds like, and I don't honestly know if I know who that is. I think she's a model or a singer or both, but if I sound like her, chime in down below. Is that what I sound like? I don't know. You decide. You be the judge.
Going home
you
anyway.
can be the judge of it.
Third hilarious comment, this one from my Celeste stream VOD. I wasn't a big fan of Johnny Test, but I did absolutely have crushes on his sisters when I was little, lol. That is the other funniest thing I've ever read in my life. For those of you who haven't watched that stream VOD, which I totally understand because it is quite long, we did talk about Johnny Test on the stream and how I hate it and I don't believe anyone in the world likes Johnny Test. So the comment wasn't completely out of nowhere, but it certainly is hilarious that you would put yourself on blast like that, specifically for my amusement, and I appreciate it, so thank you. Someone commented on my chatter video, what a mature relationship you have with Chads. I love it. And that actually made me feel really good. I agree. I think that Chatter and I have a really mature adult relationship with each other. And it makes me feel really, it makes me feel like I have my life together in at least one way, you know? Like, I may be a mess in all other aspects of my life, but at least I didn't have a messy divorce from my rat husband, or I suppose my rat ex-husband. This comment just says, superb, you funky little speed builder. And I love that. That's the dream, besties. That's the dream. Also, anyone who comments newt, love you too. Thank you for that. Another comment about my marriage. Happy birthday, Chatter. I hope you both get back together. He really does seem like a great husband. I appreciate the enthusiasm, Danny, but it just, you know, it wasn't meant to be. We were just in different places in our lives, and that's okay. And, I finished this horrible lake just in time to round out the hilarious comments reading. I'm cleaning up my beach now, and one comment that I will address, I've gotten several comments asking what my pronouns are. Appreciate that a lot. My pronouns are she, her. For future reference, my pronouns are in the description. If you read the description, so is my Instagram, so are my codes if I remember to put them in the description. That's the thing that I'm the most likely to forget, to be honest, because I'm so bad at keeping track of my codes. So if my codes aren't there the second the video goes up, that's why, but everything else should be there. But yeah. We are finally done with the boring, monotonous part of the build, and we can finally get to the fun part of the build, which is decorating. The first thing that I did was a fool's errand. I put that lighthouse there, which is a thing that Diana also tried in her build, and she didn't like how it looked. And I was so confident. I was like, maybe it'll look good. And then I tried it, and I also didn't like it. So here I am, a fool. And I picked up the lighthouse, and I put it on the other side, and I like it much better over there. But yes, that was the first thing that I tried. Like I mentioned previously, this build is more of, I don't want to call it a chore because that makes it sound like I don't like it. This part was the fun part. This part was the part that wasn't a chore. This is the part I actually got to be creative. But for the most part, it's sort of like I just had to get it done. And so the east side. Once again, don't know my cardinal directions. That's very embarrassing. The eastern side of the water still needs to be terraformed and shaped properly, but for now we're just focusing on Maddie's own little private island, which turned out super cute. Like I said before, I used the wheat fields to make it look like a sand dune, sort of overgrown. I don't know if I like the way that I put them because it's hard to make them look super like naturalistic when they're all in a line like that and they're just like a square. But I'm gonna probably end up adjusting them a little bit in the future, maybe adding some more of them to be honest and extending that. There's also the fact that I didn't realize until after the build was over, here's me ordering more wheat fields, hope you enjoyed that, that because the wheat field is so tall, you can actually see the water and tell that it's an island, which does that defeat the purpose of the build? Perhaps, but I like the wheat field, so we're gonna figure it out, besties, okay? Everything on my island, including the car driving by my house, is always a work in progress. I've adjusted Bob's area slightly, I've adjusted the playground slightly. Every time, I keep adjusting my kitchen all the time. Every time you see something on my island, don't assume that it's done until I literally have posted my dream address for this island. So yeah, that's just going to be how it is. But for now, I really, really like how this looks, and it's probably going to stay very similar to this, if that makes sense. I decided to mess with these wind turbines behind Maddie's house. You can't actually see them from Maddie's house. They're sort of hidden, but I like the idea of them being there because it's like, that's how she gets her power out here, you know? This is, I actually got that balloon, but some of them I couldn't get, and it made me very sad. But yes, I liked the aspect of the wind turbines. I thought it was fun. This is when I had the epiphany that Maddie should have a picnic. I was sort of going into it assuming I was going to give her a picnic, but I'm like, that is literally the perfect size to fill up the space in front of her house. If I just put a picnic blanket and had like her ukulele and maybe a picnic basket and a radio, that would be perfect for her. She can sing, she can listen to tunes, she can have a cute little lunch. Exactly what Maddie needs. And that was also when I decided to go with this blue sort of teal color scheme. I also experimented with this life preserver. That's what it's called. Yes. And honestly, I kind of miss it. Like I ended up putting a wheat field over there just to like balance out the space a little bit from like what's going on the right side of it and the left side of it. And I thought the orange was kind of bright and loud for the very muted tones of Maddie's house. But I kind of miss it. I don't know. I just like the shape of it and like the texture, if that makes any sense. I'm just so particular. I that's sort of the thing that I'm known for, I guess, of being incredibly particular with my builds. Gotta have bubblegum KK for Miss Maddie, the pop star. But yes, here I am putting down her little picnic area. Gotta have the ukulele, very important. I'll make sure to have these blanket codes down in the description. But this is getting pretty close to the final build. Back here is my science area. This whole area, like I said, I have plans for this. I don't want to get into them too much because it'll be a little surprise, but I have plans. They have to do with my campsite. It has to do with like making a very natural, naturey area. That's such a dumb way to describe that. Natural and naturey. Wow. Bestie, learn an adjective. Jeez. Anyways. I time traveled to the next day to get some more items. I experimented with this ball and this little inflatable. I thought it would be really cute, but it was just too big. And I liked the glass jars because they have the teal color that I want. And obviously we have the tape deck over there that stays. And I think that I ended up putting another wheat field over there just to like I said, to balance out the space a little bit. And I do think it looks nice, but I might put the life preserver back at some point. I'm sure that outro me was quite pleased with how it turned out. And, she's not wrong. She's just a different girl. This took me 800 years to figure out which cushion design to go with. I ended up going with the blue grid pattern. Once again, if the codes are not there the second that the video comes out, it is because I am slow and I am bad at keeping track of my codes. Please forgive me. Yeah, I also put this little seagull underneath just to fill up the space a little bit. It's like he's flying over, but forever, he's stuck there. That's really sad for him. But yeah, we're about to come to the end of the build. Like I said, I do intend on expanding this area, not necessarily like expanding Maddie's little island, but like finishing the other side of this at a later date. And I also kind of want to decorate Maddie's house. I think that would be really fun if I gave her like a beachy house makeover, because right now her house is like a meadow, which is honestly a very cute house design, but it doesn't really fit her location anymore. So we gotta fix Maddie up. We gotta get Maddie something real nice. It's what she deserves. Anyways, this is pretty much the final build. We added a little utility pole, best item, and here comes outro me. All right, besties, that is going to be the build for today. I hope you guys liked it. I am super pleased with how it came out. I think it's really, really cute. And I'm also excited because I feel like I finally got an area done that I really needed to get done. And now I have a lot more clarity about how I want to do other areas on my island, specifically the campsite. I have a lot of ideas for now that I've done this, and I know how much space it takes up and how it works, and I'm really pleased with it. I love the blue color scheme. At first, like I said, I was hesitant to go blue for Maddie because I always imagined Maddie as like a more of a pink girl. She's a girly girl, and but the beige and the blue I think looks really, really nice. And I love her little picnic. I love the wheat field objects. I'm still not quite sure how I want to use them to make them look a little bit more like naturalistic, but I'm pleased with how they look so far. Maddie, why are you so far away? But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Like I said earlier, oh, hi, Maddie. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be pre-recording a ton of videos for the holiday season, so if I'm not responding to comments as much, that is why. I'm just going to pre-record them and set them to go up at their normal times on Wednesday and Saturday. So be on the lookout for that. And I hope that you have a happy holiday break, a happy new year. And in the new year, we are going to be doing my New Leaf town tour, which I'm very excited for. So I'll see you all again for that very soon. But for now, I guess I'll just sign off with Maddie. Maddie, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Please, Maddie. Leave a like for Maddie, okay? No, not for me. Do it for her. Do it for her. Okay. Anyways, I'll see you all again on Saturday. Bye. Oh my god, this bug.